We sit in the apartment, smoking cheap cigarettes until our fingernails turn yellow. Bianca, Joe, and I, the three musketeers. They talk about their childhoods and dreams while I sit and listen, laughing at the right times, nodding when I need to. Joe recounts the story of when he was so excited to go to the newest Star Wars movie that he broke his building's elevator pressing the buttons too hard. It was already old. I just had to be the one to kill it. Smoke veils his face as he spouts his defense for the millionth time. Right, Bianca starts as she sips her bottle of Bacardi. That's what you said about that jar of Lasix last week. It was already broken, you said, and when the lid came off, it wasn't your fault. The kitchen's gonna smell like pickles for a month. Joe flashes his goofy grin at her, and she holds back her smile. They've been together for 6 years now, and they're the most perfect couple anyone's ever met. Bianca says she just found him one day, romancing the brick wall of her hotel, being arrested. She says even though he was pressed up against all that dirty crimson with handcuffs on his wrists, he still tried to flirt with her. Joe just smiles in that mischievous way of his when she tells the story. Apparently he'd been joking around with the wrong cop, but Bianca paid his fines with waitressing money. The rest, as it always is history. One time, shortly after I met them, they almost broke up. They were at a basement concert for a band one of Joe's high school friends was in called Rethink the Telephone. They were horrible, according to Bianca, but she went because she loves him. While they were there, Joe had a bit too much to drink and started flirting with the bartender. It wouldn't have been so bad, Bianca told me, if the bartender hadn't been a guy. But that was just the way things were for them. Bad things happened, and they always pulled through. I met them when I moved into these apartments. They live across the hall from me, but more often than not, I'm over at theirs. They invited me over for dinner, alcohol and cigarettes, the first day we met, and it's always stuck. They tell me their stories, and I try my hardest not to tell any of mine, and we sit in a circle on the floor, despite the fact that they have perfectly good couches just over there. Every day, at 10 after 5, Bianca comes home with 3 packs of Marbs, and that's when our days start. Their party days are over, and mine never existed. Now, this is all we really do besides work. Bianca says they're settling down, and that I just never got riled up, and that's okay. It's the perfect match. So we sit in the apartment, smoking cheap cigarettes until our fingernails turn yellow.
Okay, we have 2 more to hear from. Mark Paprocki. Did I say that, your last name right? Okay, excellent. Great.